The good people at Dead by Daylight posted a version of the future game show trailer with some new footage. There's a huge amount of new content to look over, so let's get right to it.
You can torture us, but you'll never defeat our spirit.
And cut. That was amazing.
So they're going with purposefully bad acting that makes sense for the time period. Excellent choice. If we combine this with the him charging out of the chair footage from the trailer, with him miming pulling himself loose and then this duct tape wrapped around the chair's arm, it looks like this is a scene where his character is trapped by the killer and threatened with torture, but then manages to escape and turn the tables on his attacker. Will this scene ironically get mirrored in the actual story at some point? Don't be surprised if it does. Also, isn't that a nice description of people trapped in the entity's realm? They get tortured and killed over and over again, but it doesn't break their spirit, and they keep trying to escape?
And cut. That was amazing.
Oh, and this seems to confirm that the blonde lady is the film's director, and possibly main creative driver? We'll need more evidence, obviously. But that's what it seems like, with her calling cut and everything. Then we see some familiar screenshots from last time. Even in 4K, I can't read these cells or make out any details in the Curiosity Shop. But the file list on the right looks like a bunch of numbered files all called Curiosity Leakage for some reason. In the HUD screenshot, we can see that there's a warning around Sam questions disapproving, confirming that this scene will have branching dialogue and choices in it. Is disapproving a version of the scene where Sam, assuming the director is Sam, doesn't compliment Tom on his performance? Man, these are much easier to read now. Thanks for putting up a 4K version of the video, Behavior. Even 4K can't get me any details about what's going on in the storm drain exploration sequence, however. After that, we've got a sequence of what looks like the cop making a decision. There's no obvious do-nothing option here, but at least we can see the options he can say. I want to ask you some questions is appropriately filed under questioning, while just you and a dog is concerned. Presumably he's talking to the security guard who asks him if the pile of flesh is related to the boy. Is this the same security guard who tells Mr. Rivera to leave in the 1980 section? Has he been security guarding this whole time and become obsessed with Frank Stone, and he's the killer in the middle part of the story? That guess might be a bridge too far, considering our current evidence, but let's leave it on the board. Here is a shot of a level designer working on the level machine shop or storage shed. Not a lot to see here. The van may be how the filmmakers travel to this area during the daytime to shoot. Then they get caught and thrown out by the security guard, forcing them to sneak back in through the storm drains in order to finish filming. The texture screen on the right refers to something called Hound House Road, which we should keep an eye on. Also, this footage was shot on 12:39 p.m. on March 16th, 2023. And on that day, it was 11 degrees and cloudy in Guilford. She's saying some standard stuff about Supermassive doing a great job at storytelling, and she's right, they do. But my eye is magnetically drawn to her wrist, where we find out that this interview was shot at 11:43, I'm gonna guess AM. Lots more footage of Jacket Lady with the Observer's machine. Still no idea what it's for. Maybe the green color matching means that this character is gonna use that machine to open a portal that drags Director Sam through the doorway. And so that moment from the middle part of the story will actually get continued here in the third timeline. Here's new footage of Tom freaking out and Goth Gal trying to keep him from running off. Sadly, I can't make out any of their audio, but obviously he's having a really bad day. Maybe he's just seen a dead body or something? Thanks to 4K again, we can read the tag at the bottom of the screen establishing that this Frank Stone model is having a lighting test done. Now we've got a new shot of the cop arriving at the steel mill, and a dramatically relevant poster referring to luring him in, which of course is exactly what Frank Stone has done to the cop by kidnapping a child. Here in the garage, Tom is walking around while Pigtails, the other woman who might be Sam, is writing something. There's fun details visible here. The murder mill script on the corkboard is nice, and it was apparently professionally printed for them? Because, wow, could home printers not do that in the year 1980? There's Cop Dash again. More Cop Dash content, please. I would very much like to buy a tie-in copy of Cop Dash, if that's something you'd consider selling. I feel like these 3 videotapes might be an anachronism. In 1980, VHS recorders were like $1,000, or roughly $3,000 in today's money. And I'm not sure that they were yet mass marketing tapes in those cardboard sleeves yet. Although, I'd be happy to be proven wrong about that. In the next shot, she shows him the notebook, but we can't make any of it out. More work on this level from earlier, but this time it's at night. Then we see the characters in what seems to be the same level, fleeing from the portal or whatever's coming out of it. We also get what might be the next shot in the sequence, although if it is, it's continuity error, since the camera has disappeared from Pigtails' hand between shots. Someone's talking over it, so we can't see what the gang is excited about here. But in the next shot, we do get a good look at the delightful fake hand poster. It says, 4 fingers of fear and a thumb of death, which is likely a reference to the asymmetrical gameplay of Dead by Daylight. What's the last word there, I wonder? The fake hand massacre? The fake hand horror? I look forward to finding out. The other posters are covered, sadly, so we can't even find out more about Blasted Corpse, which has the baffling tagline, "Even death won't kill." Or this cartoony poster for It's Behind You. Watch the physics engine go absolutely bonkers with the piece of paper they put down on the desk. It's Emma's necklace all over again.
Well, okay, are we just gonna stand around, or are we gonna make a movie?
She's really psyched to work on the movie, isn't she? Weird, because this earlier shot made it seem like her garage, but she's not in the shots there with the other characters. What's going on with you, goth gal? Was the ritual your idea? Are you the secret villain? More looking at the bunny mask. No turnover for a secret, though, and I'm sad about that. It's a Rachel King mouse pad! Are these purchasable? Because I would like one, if that's at all possible. I don't even use a mouse pad, and I want this mouse pad. It's a toy generator! There's so much merch they could be selling us. Hey, we can still see the tag on the back of Frank's t-shirt from the first trailer. Here's the biggest development of the game's trailers so far. Players can choose which locations to go to, and the choices they make will affect the storyline going forward. We even get a Fate Changed pop-up to let us know that it's locked in. So maybe at the Curiosity Shop they can find an 8mm film with a clue on it, and in the drugstore we can get some backstory about the mysterious death of Calhern's son and friend? Oh, and 100% this guy deserves a ticket for parking that close to a hydrant. It's an empty street, bro. Just back it up. Here they are walking into the pharmacy, at least I think they are. I'm really puzzled by this reflection in the window. You've got like a counter and white tiles, but then in the reverse angle, nothing that looks like that is in the shot. Weird, right? Maybe there's like a cashier's desk at the front of the pharmacy, and that's the pharmacy counter in the back? Or was that them entering a different business like Bomb Burger, and they're just mixing and matching shots for the trailer? We're so close to the posters for Blasted Corpse and It's Behind You, but they're out of focus! Ugh. You know, depth of field effects in a video game are a choice. Everything in this shot could be in focus. They're choosing to not let us see those posters. Here they are finding the severed hand in a jar from when they first entered Frank's lair, and now Director Sam is getting pulled into the vortex while Tom runs away in fear. Which, nice work, Tom. More importantly, though, is this what he was freaked out about when Goth Gal grabbed him in that other shot? Now here's a much better look at the Wraith's club, although the more interesting thing in this shot is how they're marking interactables in the game. Instead of the traditional Supermassive Games glint of light, they're just fully highlighting things that you can pick up. Now that should make the game a lot easier to play for people, and a lot fewer secrets are going to get missed. Now that's the end of the new content. There was good stuff in here, wasn't there? Still no release date yet, but we live in hope. There's 6 whole months left of 2024 for them to get this thing out in. For now, though, I've been the Hidden Object Guru. Thanks for watching. If you had a good time and you'd like to see more, there's buttons coming up to help you with that. Questions, comments, your own Frank Stone theories, go in the comments section below the video. Play my game, Clown in the Woods, over at itch.io. It's great! I don't know why that sounded sarcastic. I actually do think it's great. I will see you back here for more Frank Stone news as details allow. But until then, I'll say that's right. Au revoir.